So who's ready to get spooky? So let's conquer Not Scary Farm 2021. What's up, weirdos? Welcome back to another episode of Conquering Theme Parks. Today we are talking about the newly announced mazes, scare zones, shows of Not Scary Farm. Not Scary Farm has always been a solid haunt, always bringing in the scares, the best scare actors, the best mazes, best scare zones, and awesome shows. And this event is all around a solid event, and we always go to this event. It's always on top of our list. So the event runs from September 16th to October 31st, less than a month away. So better start getting those tickets because it's going to be an amazing haunt season this year. Let's talk about the scare zones. All of them are returning this year. So we got Forsaken Lake, we got Carnival, we got Hollows, we got Ghost Town Streets. All amazing scare zones, well put together, especially with all the scare actors. And new this year, Not Scary Farm has announced a new scare zone called the Gore-ing 20s. Play on words here from the Roaring 20s, a little bit of Knott's Berry Farm history of the Roaring 20s, where the new Knott's Berry Tales ride is at now. And it's cool. I love how Not Scary Farm has put their history of Knott's Berry Farm, their history of Not Scary Farm into this event all the time. Like last year with the whole Origins maze, tying all together of the Sarah Marshall witch that has been part of the haunt throughout the years. So with this scare zone called Gore-ing 20s, in the video talks about something about a devil's elixir, shows kind of like zombies. So are we going to see a mixture of devil and zombies in the Roaring 20s gear of like the dapper and everything? Not Scary Farm doesn't really have a zombie scare zone, so maybe this could be the zombie scare zone of this event. And it's kind of a small area for a scare zone, but makes it better. It makes it more people concentrated in that area. More scare actors will be able to jump out at you. There's so many spots in that area that scare actors can hide and jump out. I'm excited to see what they have decoration wise in the scare zone, because Not Scary Farm is always pretty well for the decorations that they use for these scare zones. So that's new. Let's talk about mazes. So the mazes that are coming back this year are Waxworks, pretty solid maze. This will be the second year, technically the second year that it's open, and it was a pretty good maze. I'm excited to see what kind of changes they put in it, because they always, even though they're returning mazes, Not Scary Farm always puts a little bit extra in those mazes. Also, we got the Depths coming back, Paranormal Inc. coming back, Dark Entities coming back. Maybe they can change up Dark Entities. I know Dark Entities has always been one of the lackluster mazes of this event, so maybe they'll change it up even more. Origins is coming back, top maze of 2019 by far. It was the best maze ever to go through. There was so much going on, so much theming, and the whole tie together of this Knott's Berry Farm's history and Not Scary Farm history in this maze. I'm excited to go through it one more time. Pumpkin Eaters coming back, so we can be on the lookout for all the pumpkin eaters coming through the corn mazes and everything. Special Ops Infected and Shadowlands, that was their last year. So we can expect a new maze coming in Shadowlands. And Knott has just announced a new maze by the Accelerator attraction. It's called Mesmer, Sideshow of the Mind. Give into the hypnosis Mesmer and his sinister sideshow as it preys on your hidden fears. Release your inner thoughts and descend into the world of madness, torture, and eerie enlightenment. This is really giving me some Black Magic vibes. The maze that they had in that same location a few years back, which I really like what Knott's Scary Farm is doing, having mazes themed to scare zones or having scare zones themed to their mazes and just tying together the area. So the special ops infected area, we're not 100% sure if there's going to be a maze this year. It doesn't look like there's much construction going up over there, so maybe we're just getting one new maze this year, which I'm fine with all the mazes that they have going on, all solid. Missing one maze is not a big deal. Maybe we'll have an extra maze next year, maybe in the gore-ing 20s area. So that's the maze lineup that's been announced so far, all solid. Oh, I forgot, the dark ride is coming back. Also a really good maze, was my favorite years back until Origins came out, and Origins became my favorite maze. So I'm excited. So much is going on. It looks like they're shrinking the safe zones more and more each year at this event, so there's less area to go hide from these monsters, so you'll be constantly being scared. Now let's talk about the shows of Knott's Scary Farm. Knott's Scary Farm has always done a phenomenal job of the entertainment aspect of the Knott's Scary Farm event, always having amazing shows. So let's talk about the shows that have been announced. So coming back for technically its second year, Puppet Up. Puppet Up was amazing. It was funny, hilarious, very interactive with the puppets. It's always good to have a comedy show at these horror events, just to calm down the jitters from being scared. Also announced Invitation of Terror. It sounds like a magic show kind of thing using mirrors. So maybe they're putting this inside Mystery Lodge. That's why they're probably not going to have a maze of where Special Ops Infected's going to be. Sounds like a very illusion-based magic show. Wicked Drums is another show that they announced. Sounds like a music show with drums and different type of objects making noises. And just by the looks of how they announced this show, sounds like it could be in the Hollows section. So maybe we'll be getting more entertainment in the scare zone. So we're going to have scare zones themed to mazes, themed to shows in the area. So that's really cool that Knott's Scary Farm is really trying to tie together these scare zone mazes and shows all together in just these themed different areas. It's really well put together. You don't see anything like that anywhere else in any other event. Also, other announced is the Doce de la Noche, which is probably their dance party that they have going on in Fiesta Village. It don't seem like they're ever going to put a scare zone back in Fiesta Village. They haven't had one in years, but it's good. They have a little music, dance floor, an area where you can be in the safe zone. Since they're taking away all other safe zones throughout the park, this is the one area you could probably feel the most safe and not scared at. They also announced Carnival du Grotesque. It looks like a circus themed, like a freak show type of show. I have a feeling this is probably going to be in that new stage that they built up in the boardwalk area, where they usually have the two like radio station people sitting there. Maybe they'll have like a little freak show going on there just to tie together the Carnival scare zone in the area. So that's awesome, because you can't have a circus themed scare zone or area without probably a freak show to freak people out. And also announced Into the Fog is coming back, the little art show that they have going on with some amazing art from amazing artists about the event, with all the different scare actors being painted on these paintings. It's always amazing to go through. I know last year when we had the Halloween event, they still had the Into Fog, and it was awesome just to go into there and see all the different artwork. So what is not returning this year show-wise, and it hasn't been announced, is the Hanging, which, I mean, some people kind of knew. I mean, in 2019 when they had the Hanging, it did say RIP Hanging 2019. but it's sad to see it go. That show was a classic. Been in there since the early days of Not Scary Farm. The pop culture references, the hilarious stunts throughout the show. It was always a must-see show for us. I'm kind of sad to see it go. But Knott has announced a whole different line of shows this year to be excited about. There was so much to talk about this event. There's so many new shows, a new maze, a new scare zone. Knott's Berry Farm is going full force into this hot season, and I'm all for it. So remember, get your guys' tickets. It's only less than a month away. The event's going to be starting, and you don't want to miss out this event. I'm so excited for this event. So what are you guys most excited about? Comment down below. I'd like to know. I know I'm excited for the Origin Maze and the new Scare Zone and the new maze. So comment down below. Well, I hope you guys liked this Conquering theme park episode of spooky season. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button for more adventures. Also check out the links at the end of our video for more of us and where you can find us on the social media, guys. Stay spooky, weirdos.